afternoon, it's Sunshine Reports. My name is Odunayo Soya. It was a moment of joy and relief for residents and commuters along the Akure-Ijare Road as the long-awaited reconstruction work finally gets underway. Many say the development has rekindled their hopes even as they appeal to the government and contractors for speedy, uninterrupted completion of the project. Blessing Obe reports.
For years, the Akure to Ijare Road had remained in a deplorable state, disrupting daily movement, damaging vehicles, and slowing economic activities across communities along the corridor. But that long stretch of suffering appears to be easing as the Ondo State government has now approved and commenced full reconstruction of the road. Work has begun with the digging of drainage channels, earthwork, and grading of marked sections, signaling the first phase of the rehabilitation.
We want to maximize the dry season to do our hydraulic structure before we commence on the earthworks. We have to direct in terms of traffic will know it automatically reduce the traffic, and our people will have to a good riding surface from Akure to Ijare and other places like Ilere, Ikota, and Ayi. So our people are going to enjoy the road.
Residents say the poor state of the road had affected businesses, school movement, and access to health services. They commend the state government for finally responding to their appeals, but strongly urge that the project be completed on schedule and without abandonment.
Ìjọba ti bá wa dá sí, a rí pé ìyàtọ̀ wà ńbẹ̀ ju ti àtẹ̀yìnwá lọ. Kán jọ̀ọ́, kán má dáwọ́ iṣẹ́ dúró, kán máa bá wa continue bá ṣe ń ṣe lọ yìí, kán túbọ̀ máa bá wa ṣe lọ sí.
Ọ̀nà ẹ̀rọ inú mi dùn pé kò dúró. Secondly, a tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ náà pé kán túbọ̀ put no effort ó lè lọ kíákíá. Wọ́n pé bó ṣe ń ṣe é sí, wọ́n ti gbé wọn ti ṣiṣẹ́ ẹ̀ lọ, wọ́n ti ta ọdún torí àwa náà ti dọ̀sẹ̀ tí àfẹ́ tiwọn. But now we start tí wọ́n máa ṣe tó náà ń sè é lè fẹ́ wà náà lónìí. So à ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọ́n bá wa túbọ̀ put no effort.
Inú wa dùn gidi gan pẹ̀lú bí àwọn ìjọba wọn ṣe rántí wa nípa àwọn ní àdẹ̀rígbọ̀n náà yẹn ó wà òkè wọ́n sì bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ kò dẹ̀ dúró ó dẹ̀ ń lọ everyday ni wọ́n ń ṣe ń bẹ̀ ní agbára Ọlọ́run á fún ìjọba ní agbára láti bá parí ẹ̀. Ìmọ̀ràn mi sí ìjọba ni pé gbogbo ọ̀nà àti agbára ní ká bá wa sàn láti gbé kí ọ̀nà tó má lè dúró àtẹ̀kọ́ bá parí ẹ̀.
The Akure to Ijare reconstruction is one of several ongoing road projects within Akure and neighboring communities, aligned with the state government's drive to provide accessible and durable infrastructure. When completed, the road linking Ikota, Irese, Aye, and other surrounding communities is expected to significantly boost economic activities and ease movement for thousands of residents. Blessing Obe, Osrc News.
The Ondo State government has issued a 7-day abatement notice to operators of the semi-mechanized abattoir in the Songo area of Akure. This follows an inspection by the State Environmental Protection Agency after residents complained of foul odor and disturbing sanitary conditions around the facility. Blessing Obe again reports.
The semi-mechanized abattoir in Songo, Akure, is meant to serve as a modern hub for cattle sales and hygienic meat processing. But for some times now, residents say the area has been enveloped by a sharp, choking stench, a smell they describe as unbearable, especially in the mornings and evenings. This prompted officials of the Ondo State Environmental Protection Agency, Osrc, to storm the facility. At the slaughter section, the team observed butchers slaughtering animals directly on the bear. an act that releases blood waste and offensive odor into the open environment instead of the designated slab. Further inspection revealed blocked drainage channel clogged with stagnant, decomposing waste from the abattoir. The polluted water, dark, thick, and foul-smelling, had formed pools that attract flies and pose serious health risk. Special Advisor on Health, Tuji Moyero, expressed displeasure, describing the environment as unacceptable for both workers and residents. He stressed government's determination to ensure a clean and safe environment.
We've been receiving some reports from residents of this community about the pollution hazards caused by the activities of our people here, the cow slaughters, and we've made some recommendations. What we saw, we don't like it. But I want to call on our people that we want to assure them that Mr. Governor, through our ease agenda, is here to ensure that environmental sustainability is sustained.
Administrative Secretary Osrc Funke Adeoye and Director of Pollution Control Oluwole Terebo said the visit was to monitor compliance with environmental standards. They warned that the current unhygienic practices could trigger outbreaks of airborne diseases and contaminate meat sold to the public.
We have discovered that the environment is unhealthy. We have given them abatement notice within 7 days to abate some nuisance.
We have the Public Health Law of 2006, and this law, mandates that meat that is to be offered for sale must be wholesome. And when we moved around, we discovered that some of their practices is not in tandem with the best practices.
Chairman of the Butchers Association in Akure South, Alabi Alejolowo, assured that the association would improve sanitation immediately. Osrc says it will work with Ministry of Agriculture and other stakeholders to intensify sensitization and proper hygiene in abattoirs. The agency vowed to keep monitoring facilities across Ondo State to ensure compliance with health standards and safeguard citizens' well-being. Blessing Obi, Osrc News.
The Ondo State government has flagged off the emergency medical services and ambulance system aimed at strengthening rapid health care response across the state. Deputy Governor Olaide Adelami led key government officials and stakeholders to the launch at the International Culture and Event Center, the Dome, in Akure. Government House correspondent Zemo Ebiemi reports as presented by Kemisola Ojob.
It was a convergence of health practitioners, security agencies, community leaders and other stakeholders for the official unveiling of the National Emergency Medical Services and Ambulance System, NEMSA, in Ondo State. Representing the governor, Lucky Ayedatiwa, the deputy governor, Dr. Olaide Adelami, said the initiative reflects government's commitment to improving emergency healthcare delivery and ensuring swift intervention in life-threatening situations. He noted that the program will boost the state's health security architecture and improve access to prompt medical attention for residents in both urban and rural areas.
Many valuable lives are being lost on daily basis due to non-availability of timely help. In line with our HEAS development agenda, our administration has resolved to tackle these challenges, ensuring that lives of the people, of the good people of the state, regardless of status, rich or poor, are henceforth preserved from preventable death from any medical emergency.
Director General of National Emergency Services and Ambulance System, NEMSA, Ajia Fatima Shiroma, and the Federal Road Safety Corps Commandant in Ondo State, Dr. Samuel Ebitoye, commended the state government for taking a bold step towards strengthening emergency medical services in line with national efforts to enhance health outcomes.
It is imperative that we have a well-organized and efficiency system that can respond quickly to all types of medical emergencies, provide timely medical assistance to those in need. Today, with the launch of this emergency medical service and ambulance system, we take a significant step towards achieving that goal, providing health coverage where no one is left behind.
Efforts on how to save human beings on the road. Efforts on how to reduce response time on the road can never be enough. So that's how I want to appreciate the governor and his team for onboarding potential to the national level.
The Commissioner for Health, Dr. Banji Ajaka, and the Special Advisor on Health, Professor Simidele Odimayo, highlighted the importance of a coordinated emergency response system in reducing preventable deaths and improving overall health care delivery.
And there is not the business of just the health sector alone, the personnel in the health sector alone. It is the business of everybody. Every single person in the state, is important in emergency response.
With this service, we will reduce response time to emergencies. We will be able to provide critical care that will save lives.
Goodwill messages also came from relevant stakeholders, all pledging support for the sustainability of the program. The event featured a practical demonstration showcasing the system's readiness to respond swiftly to emergencies. Kemisola Ojomu, Osrc News.
Ministries, departments, and agencies of government must set realistic revenue targets and work towards achieving the state's economic goals for the new fiscal year. The Speaker on the State House of Assembly, Olamide Oladiji, said it is imperative in order to ensure that proposals presented by various MDAs align with the needs and aspiration of residents. House of Assembly correspondent Omoshiliola Adesoye Ajayi reports that Osrc Media Group was among the MDAs that appeared before the House.
Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa had earlier presented a budget estimate of 492,795,667,939 naira only to the House for the 2026 fiscal year, declaring the exercise open at the Assembly's mini chambers. The Speaker, Olamide Oladiji, said the government's ambition to reposition the state economy requires the commitment of all MDAs. Oladiji described the move as a crucial legislative process aimed at clarifying grey areas and ensuring that proposals presented by various agencies are in tandem with the needs and aspirations of residents.
To charge all the officials of the ministries, departments, agencies to fully cooperate with the Committee of Finance and Appropriation and individuals supervisory committee of this House, of this Honorable House, to achieve a thorough job within the stipulated time frame. I assure the good people of Ondo State that this Honorable House will painstakingly consider the budget, ensuring that it meets their needs and aspirations.
The chairman, House Committee on Finance and Appropriation, Oluwole Ogumolashiri, assured that no MDA will be negatively affected, emphasizing that the welfare of the people remains the Assembly's priority. He therefore stressed the need for revenue-generating MDAs to step up efforts at meeting their independent revenue targets, warning that demands for increased budgetary allocations would continue to be unrealistic if agencies failed to strengthen internally generated revenue and block financial leakages.
We also have to ensure that we block all the blockages that needs to be blocked, because it won't be fine for us to allow the revenue that's supposed to be coming to the pocket of those states that will be benefit the entire state, rather than that should be going to one individual pocket.
Heads of MDAs, including the Ministry of Information, Owena Press Limited, Ministry of Infrastructure, Land and Housing, Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resources, as well as Ondo State Television Corporation Media Group, were among agencies that appeared before the committee. The Director General, Mr. Kenneth Odushola Stevenson, who led other management staff to the assembly, expressed optimism that the corporation is on the path to greater growth despite operating under financial constraints. He further revealed that plans are underway to secure the corporation's presence on major cable platforms by next year, a move expected to boost revenue generation and significantly widen audience reach.
The few achievements we have received at Osrc is through the effort of everybody that had to make sacrifices because there was no money. But with the budget that's going on, I believe that by next year we'll be able to do a lot better if what we asked for are given to us. And everyone should look out for a more reformed, stronger reforms. By next year we'll be on all these, on the cable platforms. And once we're on cable platforms, and we'll generate more money, draw more audience to the state, and then all government reforms and all the government programs will be all over the places. So we can expect a lot more. Specific things. We can't be operating a transmitter of 20-something years, 27, 30 years, and expect to meet the same standard with all the other TV stations.
Hope Magazine. We now come out with the Hope Magazine monthly. However, we acknowledge the fact that the economy is straining. Yet, we need more government support. We need more funding to achieve our target of becoming a stable, durable national newspaper. And there are strong indications that the Ondo State government will stand by us in this noble cause.
The Ministry of Information and Orientation is developing an app of fake news in Ondo State, because fake news has done more damage to the state. So we want to, after developing this app will track fake news anywhere that is perpetrated in Ondo State, and we're able to trash it that as fake news, so that with that we will reduce quite a number of tensions in the state.
The 2026 fiscal appropriation tagged Budget of Economic Consolidation is expected to take care of ongoing infrastructure projects, strengthen education and health sector, and boost economic growth through strategic investment.
Over 100 residents of Okitipupa local government have received life-changing empowerment tools, courtesy of APC chieftain and Okitipupa Constituency 2 House of Assembly aspirant Ojamami Oyewole. The initiative is aimed at boosting grassroots economic independence and eradicate poverty. Joy Pius has details.
Sewing machines, grinding machines, hairdressing kits, herbicide sprayers, and a wheelchair were part of items distributed to artisans, farmers, persons with disabilities, and small-scale entrepreneurs across the 6 wards of Okitipupa Constituency 2 under the initiative of Ojamomi Foundation. Founder of the foundation and stalwart of the All Progressives Congress, APC, Falana Ojamomi, said his commitment to lifting his constituents out of poverty motivated the initiative.
This year, I extended to other wards, the 6th ward in my constituency, 2. I decided to do this for them, make them happy, to help the state government and the federal government. The government cannot do everything by the hand. That is why we are doing this for our people.
It is high time we come together in empowering our people rather than enslaving them.
Beneficiaries couldn't hide their joy.
First, I'm really impressed. I'm really happy because I didn't expect that. I've been nurturing it in my mind that I need but I don't know someone can just give me like that.
Myself and my family, we appreciate him because this thing is going to make a huge impact in our life. So thank you.
I'm very happy. At least with this, I can take something, I can achieve something.
Some of the traditional rulers in the local government described the program as timely.
The public has given to you one way or the other. We need to come back home and ascribe back to our people the good will. So, my brother, I appreciate you.
It's a good thing, giving back to the society. We thank you for this. But it's not only our community, it's the larger Ikane community, the whole local government. So, we appreciate this. It's a very good one.
I appreciate the contributions of Honorable Oyewole in this initiative. More so, I enjoy good people of this local government to emulate the gesture by assisting those in need.
As the initiative emphasizes sustainable development over political convenience, stakeholders say it will complement government's efforts at improving the living standards of the people. Joy Pius, Osrc News.
Operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA Ondo State Command, have arrested 7 suspects and seized over 3,000 kilograms of cannabis sativa in a major raid. The operation took place at a large cannabis farm in Akoko Southeast local government area. Joy Pius reports.
Intensifying the war on drug trafficking, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency teams swooped in on a cannabis plantation hidden in Akoko's dense forest. The well-coordinated raid led to the arrest of 7 suspects and the recovery of 3,077 kilograms of cannabis sativa.
Yes.
Briefing journalists on the success of the raid, the state commander, Nanzan Daniel Sala, said the operation is part of ongoing efforts to make Ondo State unbearable for drug barons and cultivators.
Communities seems to be the ones encouraging the problem of cannabis cultivation in Ondo State because the suspects we have here are not from Ondo State. They are from different states. So one wonders how they are able to get land upon which they cultivated this massive cannabis. And the little investigation we have now is that the process was structured to the extent that there are those who owns the land and there are those who prospect for the land. When they do that, they will bring the laborers to clear the land, and then they will now pay them and recruit others who will now cultivate it. Actually, when it gets to the level of harvest, they change those set of people again. This is aimed at concealing the possibility of them being arrested and then linking them who are the actual owner with the crime. We are going to subject the suspects to investigation as required by law and try to see how culpable they are with the available evidence for us to be able to prosecute them. And any other person who is mentioned or inducted in the process of investigation will definitely be brought in for the purpose of investigation too. And at the end of it, as usual, if they are prosecuted, convicted, at the end of the day, the exhibit is destroyed by public burning on the order of the Federal High Court.
The commandant appealed to members of the public to assist the agency with credible information in a bid to rid the state of illicit drugs.
I'm calling on the public, especially the traditional rulers, the other security agencies, and the society in general, that we must work together with NDLA in order for us to fight this problem of drug in Ondo State.
Some of the suspects confessed to being workers on the farm.
So get people may do the work. All of us will come and our job will come. Only this month where all of us, people may get the farm, they escape. But as we say, we never know anything about the work. We dey sleep when dem come attack us for that kind 2-3. Some run, escape. While they catch some wey dey sleep. And people may dem catch. Now people may they just come for 1 month work. People may start the work from January. They escape, all of them escape.
The NDLEA vowed to sustain the tempo of operations across the state, warning that anyone involved in the cultivation, processing, or trafficking of illicit drugs will be brought to justice. Joy Pius, Osrc News.
And with that report, we end the Sunshine Reports. Thank you so much for watching. Good afternoon.